Being a Harvey girl allowed single young women to see and explore the West on their own in an unprecedented manner.
I'm glad I was a Harvey girl. The most important thing in the whole story of the Harvey girls is the fact it gave women a chance to move out of the lives they were locked into and to be a little bit adventuresome. Women were just trapped in the worlds that they lived in because they had no independence. Financial independence didn't exist.
You know, I just think back how how much people miss when they don't get out and do something like that. Of course, it was unheard of for a woman to go that far away from home. Most of those girls, you know, had never been away from home, and it was kind of scary. But like I say, it was the middle of the Depression, and if you had a job, you were lucky. I started out with $30 a month, board, room, and laundry. You can't beat that.
My mother, if she was living today, would be 94. And my mother was a very independent woman. Took a lot of guts to leave her family. They were very poor. She grew up in Miami, Oklahoma. That's the promise of becoming a Harvey girl was free room and board, leaving Oklahoma, and being able to make a living wage to send some money back to her younger brothers and sisters.
I was a Harvey girl in 1945 from June to September, and also 46. It was just the summer vacation, and then we went back to college. The travel was, well, it was very difficult. It just really wasn't done by women in those days. My mother's friends gave her a bad time in little comments. You know, well, I suppose you're sending your girls off again. You know, here they are taking off. Well, Mother said they can't get a job in this little town of 1,500, and they have a good opportunity there. And so that just kind of shows the small town aspect. And our mother was a very progressive lady who was all for this. It has opened many vistas for me and given me a feeling of, well, I can handle that, I can cope.
Many Harvey girls experienced economic independence from their families in a way that former generations had not been able to achieve. They embraced serving as a Harvey girl as a springboard for future opportunities.
Since I was a waitress, I'd get tips, and I saved my money. I was the first one in the family that opened a bank account. When my husband got out of the service, I had enough money when we came here to California to give a down payment on a house.
I started making my own jewelry when I was aware that because of my age, I was not going to be able to bounce trays forever. But after a year, I figured, okay, I'm on my own. So I quit Fred Harvey. I thought, no more shoveling Roquefort dressing, I'm going to make jewelry. And that's exactly what I did.
In the 1960s, the last generation of Harvey girls built upon the achievements of the pioneering women who had served before them. As groups organized to fight for rights across the nation, women, including Harvey girls, became active voices in the fight for women's rights and continued the legacy of Harvey girls as role models.
In 1968, I founded New Mexico Now, National Organization for Women, NOW. And in my rocking chair, I called every women's group there was in Albuquerque. And this is all while I was working for Fred Harvey. I had my days free. Finally got about 26 or 30 women from women's organizations, all interested in this vital organization. And it was successful, and it's still in existence. It was a great time. Between working for Fred Harvey and having wonderful customers and making social change was the best thing